Welcome back to Let's Play Digimon World Next Order. It has been a day, and recorded later than the previous day, for it is now 11 p.m. So yeah, a bit late for recording, but just, why not?
Digimon World Next Order.
I don't know what's the latest time I've done a recording. Probably, especially back in the day, probably, I don't know. Probably as late as like 3 in the morning, I'd imagine. Maybe even 4. Maybe even 5. So, I was playing Digimon Survive, so I didn't really get around to doing any training, so, you know, before I uploaded like my usual schedule today, I did some training. My Digimon are now ridiculously OP, at least strength-wise. And they weigh a lot as well, it seems. I was, you know, the way I was training is, like I said, I went into the dimensions to fight the boss fights there, because they will give stats. Surprisingly, the bosses still give stats to strength, even though it's, you know, over 9,000. It's over 9,000! All that old shit. I also noticed as well, Leviamon, I guess it makes sense, Leviamon's not really fast, it's more about strength and stamina with that one. His speed boost stat didn't really last all that long. Susanoomon didn't really have much wisdom to give, but you know, the bosses still give a stat boost to every stat point. So I was doing that for a fair bit of time. And yeah. Also, in the previous part where I mentioned that there was a certain thing that happens in Digimon Survive, right? Where I was like, okay, I was not expecting that. But I remember how I said, like, I got it spoiled to me what another kind of thing was gonna play out as. Well, even though I knew that was coming, and even with all the characters and the way the plot was going out, I was like, it's very clearly foreshadowing that something's gonna go down. But even with all that, I was not expecting the turn it was going to take. I mean, damn, Digimon Zwart, you dark as shit. It's gotta be the, I don't know, man. Pretty hardcore shit. It's like hardcore in what way? Well, I can't say, because it's a spoiler. Just say it's, not what I expected. It was like, holy shit, that is dark. It's like, I don't think yeah, it's probably, yeah, it would be the darkest game in any Digimon game I've ever played. Nothing can really top that. Hell, even the anime is kind of seem a bit tame with how dark the story has gotten a few times. It's like, damn, man. Chill, Digimon Zwart, chill. Anyways, it is time we take on the Colosseum challenge. I think we're ready now. It's a big kick to the balls, though, in the previous part where we almost got through that with cross-digivolution, and then they ran out of time. It's like, damn it, this is bloody typical. So I should, you know, show the items I've got. Put some of these, because I'm going to potentially use them if need be. I've consistently just kept Super Regen discs at 20. Like each time I'd use them in dimensions, I just restock them afterward, because you get a lot of money from that, from battling the Digimon. And then 70 super recovery discs. And on top of that, I still got plenty of bits. What was that? Oh yeah, all 71 skills learned. We did that for this spot. Right, it's time for War Games round 3. Would have been the third time taking on this now, right? It also took my Digimon a while to get used to conventional district battles. Like they were, oh god, they were really struggling with Omegamon and Diaboromon at first. Particularly an alpha. But eventually they became so overpowered that they just destroy everything in their map. Heaven's judgments! Ow, Jesus Christ. You indeed. I know so that is my finisher. It's a pretty cool animation, I like it. Uh-oh. It's going down. Godlock! You monsters, time to rally. Oh my god, you just can't freaking do it. Look at this stuff, this spamming shit left. Fucking death. You get back up, you get knocked back down. Fuck. Oh, he's going down. Okay, he's gonna survive long enough. Come on, guys. Let's throw this in there just in case. Let them fly. Not me, I meant them. Heaven's judgments. Don't let them get any shots in. They may do a lot of damage. Stun blocks, which is the worst kind of thing to happen. There's 2 of them left? Well, there's none of them left now. We won. The way he flings that sword around, man, dangerous. You know what's also dangerous? They're incompatible sleep mates, right? So they wake up grumpy and hungry and all that, right? And he just like swipes his sword. He's like, Jesus Christ, you trying to kill me? It's like, don't chop off the head. No, don't chop. Well, yeah, I suppose you could see that way. Don't chop off the hand that feeds you. But it'd be more likely to decapitate the protagonist than chop off his hand. Cleared. What's the next challenge? Creepymon's ambition. Okay, this is the holy attribute one. They already meet the requirements. It's like, you see what I mean? You get through that first S rank challenge, and then it's like, okay, this one's easy, this one's challenging, then suddenly, oh, did you get a holy tap this generation? If you didn't, well, too bad. You gotta waste the entire generation just to get to the next freaking challenge. Bullshit. At least there's no other rules than that. There's no one here. We Creepymon rule the world. That doesn't sound good. That sounds like it's gonna be multiple ones. Oh, okay. Just one each. Creepymon, Ice Devimon, Demigravimon, Yeah, an interesting Digimon I found in Cyber Sleuth is Marine Devimon. It's not a Digimon you really see in the games very often. Like, I haven't battled or anything, it's just when I last saved, I was checking the 3 battles and one of them had the Marine Devimon in it. I just find it weird, it's like, finally got the ultimate level, right? So now the game's throwing ultimate level against the 3 battles. Like, okay, how about a matchup against Cherubimon and the Marine Devimon and stuff like that? Like, Jesus Christ, man. Why is this fight so easy compared to the previous one? These challenges are inconsistent. Very inconsistent. King size finale. You can't leave, and I'll prove it. Well, whose fat ass is the king this time? Okay, it's Solomon. Bring it on, Solomon. You've got nothing on us. Also, have you noticed that the order power increases between these battles for some reason? I find that kind of interesting. It doesn't really tend to happen when they're fighting this one out in the wild. What they call Colosseum. That tends to happen. I'm not really sure why. You've got nothing on us. Fire drinks dry. I really don't think I ever got KaiserGreymon when I played the game, because prior to getting it, I've never seen that attack. Which also means I never got Susanoomon. Although, fittingly enough, as you saw, if you saw that part where I removed my own save, I had a Cherubimon, which is technically the other half of Susanoomon, so I could have DNA digivolved it to Susanoomon, really. Which is what I'm going to do with KaiserGreymon when we eventually get to the air challenge. What's next on the menu? Cyber Sleuth's final case. Ooh. Well, you know what? That's interesting now. I didn't play Cyber Sleuth until after I originally played this game. So that's interesting. This game came out before the prequel Hacker's Memory level. I still haven't got around to playing that. I've owned it for a few years now. I still haven't played it. But yeah, let's see which ones are actually going to be in there. First and last are the same. Do you understand what I mean? There are no rules. Yeah, Mastermon, Omegamon, Alphamon, and Cherubimon. Yep, those are these are basically the Digimon that are... I'm just trying to think. Mastermon is the erased Digimon, for an appearance in that game. And Alphamon, I can't really say because it's a bit of a spoiler for Alphamon. But Omegamon is, I forget her name, the redhead girl's Digimon technically. Oh shit. And Infermon is the other dude, I forget his name as well. So they are kind of keeping it consistent here. Of course, with the protagonist starter, is you get a choice of 3 different Digimon. If I recall, it was Cherubimon, Palmon, and Agumon. Which is kind of an odd choice, isn't it? It's like, one of these is not like... No, Cherubimon and... Oh god, these guys are putting up quite a fight. I'm throwing this. Uh-oh. Chaos degradation. So yeah, Cherubimon, whoever pronounces that, Palmon, they are actually, actual characters that have, had these Digimon in various Digimon media. Whereas Agumon, I was a bit different. Wait, why didn't you do your finisher? What's that all about? Okay, these guys are tough. Gonna throw in this. Oh yes. Stun launch. Take that, Alphamon. Your cyber sleeping days are over. Why does Mastermon the only one that gets to do their finish.
落ち着いてる。
What's up with that?
とどめ。よし。
That's gonna be wasted, isn't it? Yep. Well, at least it took her out. Oh god, Omegamon barely been phased. That's not good. That's not good at all. Take down the Master Demon. There we go. Come on. Have more power. Crush him. Or crush them just now. Exactly a combination of KaiserGreymon and Metal Room. When will that thing wear off, damn it? Finisher should do the trick. I can hit him with another finisher immediately after. Heaven's judgments. Come on, quickly. Yeah. That was close. Yay! To Floatia, surrounded in burning lights, keep running for the horizon. What? Surrounded in burning light, keep running for the horizon. What is this in reference to? Because, you know, to Floatia. We are in Floatia. So what the hell is this about? Who are the opponents? Susanoomon, Cherubimon, and Dinosaur. Interesting combination going here. Oh god. Painful combination at that. Heaven's judgments on your ass. Ow. Oh god. God damn, how long are you gonna be paralyzed? Eat it! Oh. Ow. Absolute chaos in this little Colosseum there. Oh shit. And they're barely phased throughout this. You know, it's kind of looks similar to Susanoomon stack, but Susanoomon swings it around. And it's a different weapon. Jesus Christ, the flames. How is that a blaze? Got all these Digimon that have these big ass swords and they use it as a projectile. It's like where I would fire a beam instead of using it as an actual sword. Eat shit. Susanoomon is definitely the toughest one. But,
大丈夫だ
oh god. Sunlocks.
間に合え大丈夫だやるな次も待ってくれ
Come on, one of them has to go down at least. Oh god.
これを
I don't think we're gonna win this one. I think we're gonna run out of time.
やるな大丈夫だ
At least one of them went down.
いいんじゃないやったぞよしやったぞアタック
Well, we might still just about win it. Possibly. Depends how much damage we can do. Ow! That hurt. Right back at you, bitch.
いいぞ
Oh yeah, we can totally
逃
do
し
this. We just weren't targeting him much this whole time. He's not as tough on defense as I thought. Heaven has judged him to be the loser of this match. Great wings. Ah, now we need the air attribute for climbing. Nah. This is the last bullshit requirement one that requires specific time. So let's make arrangements, shall we? And then I find out Susanoomon doesn't actually have the, what was it, the air type. You know what? Is it unlocked in the field guide for fighting the Colosseum? I don't think it counts, probably. It's kind of bullshit how they don't include Colosseum battles. Only when you battle them in the wild or digivolve them will they actually show them on the field guide. I'd just also like to say that out of all the field guides, I say like there's a lot, but there's 3 games Digimon that I've played with these field guides. You know, Cyber Sleuth, Next Order here, and Digimon Survive. And I gotta say, Digimon Survive's field guide sucks ass. You know? It feels kinda lazy. It doesn't feel as in-depth. It's like you only got a roster of 113 Digimon, but it just kind of feels lacking and really bland. Like, they don't have the question marks for Digimon that you haven't got. They have like silhouettes, which is a nice touch. But you know, when you go over Digimon like this, you know, it shows their names. It doesn't do that in Survive. You gotta click on the Digimon first so you can see their name. I mean, you could obviously just identify it just by looking at it if you know what Digimon is, but still, kinda bugs me. And this right here is like, I can, you know, examine that, but I can't go between Digimon. It's like I can if I do this. You know, it goes to the next Digimon, you go back, but you can't go any further than that. Point is, in Cyber Sleuth, I think it has the best field guide. Because in that, you got all the Digimon displayed, and if you click on it, on a specific Digimon, you go to its evolved forms, and you can click on the evolved forms you've obtained, and it'll take you to their page. But it also additionally has it in reverse, the Digimon that it digivolves from, and you can go back that way. So it's a lot more convenient, Cyber Sleuth, with the field guide. This one second place, Survive third place because it's a bit lacking. Honestly, I feel like Digimon Survive feels like a game that could probably be on a handheld console, and technically in a way it kinda is, because it's also on the Switch. I feel like they were probably limiting themselves a bit, so that it would, you know, be able to go on multiple consoles and it's supposed to just be like, yeah, we'll release it on the PlayStation, but not on the Switch. I don't know. How powerful is the Switch? It's like, you know, I played Pokemon Legends Arceus, as I've mentioned a number of times, and I like it, but the draw distance, I think that's what it'd be called, right? Is absolute garbage. Especially like when you get to the edge of the map and everything goes all, you know, foggy and you can't see anything. And like when you're far enough away from something, and as the graphics come in, like things start to pop into existence. Feels like playing a PS1 game at times of that. I mean, granted, I don't think a PS1 game would, you know, be that in depth with its world, but still. But I'm not sure if that's limitations of the Switch or limitations of the developer. Because if it was made by Game Freak, I'm not sure if it was. But I don't think Game Freak really have that kind of experience with making, you know, proper 3D open world kind of game. It's obviously trying to, you know, it's like look at Breath of the Wild. It's like, we're gonna do something like that with Pokemon. But, you know, kind of, I don't know, I've not played Breath of the Wild, but Breath of the Wild looks like it probably runs better, you know, with the environments. Like, if there are limitations, they're probably, you know, more well hidden as opposed to being very in your face with that. Anyway, why am I talking about Pokemon again? Ah yeah, because Digimon Survive. It's because the gameplay itself feels like, you know, it's not really, doesn't really demand much. It's basically grid-based system. And is there the only time you actually see the characters outside of their character portraits as they talk in visual novel style way is basically occasionally during story battles where they just pop up in kind of a, like, I don't know, it feels like you could put it on a PS1, honestly. The kind of graphic style. In fact, even the Digimon themselves kind of would probably fit on a PS1 game. So, yeah, well, all that shit out of the way, let's go get DNA digivolved. You know, it's weird, isn't it, you know, in the West? Because, you know, like the anime would have it, you know, digivolve too. But really, in the original Japanese, digivolving wasn't a thing, it was just simply evolving. I'm not even sure if they even had, like, you know, separate tires or anything like that, you know, like Champion, Ultimate, Mega, or something like that. They probably had a different name, but I have no idea. Wait, what was this? Hold on. Hold on a minute. Wow, I thought they were hungry. Okay, so it's Blue Owen to Digivolve. I could Digivolve both of them, possibly. But it's Blue that I need to Digivolve to meet that requirement. Let's get down to business. We're going to become that Digimon who's asking in this case. Yep, because Omegamon's in the city, we can do DNA digivolve. That of course also requires that Gojo is maxed out on its upgrade. Otherwise I can't do it this way. Now if this turns out to be like a fire type, I'm gonna be fine. Susanoomon. Because, you know, it feels like it would be a fire type. Continue with your training, and hopefully you didn't completely fuck up. You know, see, it is an air type. For whatever reason, it is an air type. Nothing about it screams air type to me. If anything, it screams fire type. I mean, it comes from the, well, I don't know. I mean, how do you combine Omegamon and KaiserGreymon and get an air type? I'm not sure what type the Omegamon was. It was probably either mechanical or ice type. How does that lead to a Digimon that doesn't look anything like an air type being an actual air type? Also, has his stats actually increased a bit there? Jesus Christ, as if he went already overpowered. Now you got new move pool, nice. How about, you know, have some Buster Dive and a Thunderstorm. Let's go kick some more ass. And maybe I'll also DNA digivolve. No, actually, let's see. What would you DNA digivolve into anyway? And then it takes away the form of Susanoomon. I think this. No, it's combined with Omegamon. Is that his name? Or am I thinking of the wrong? No, I am thinking. I'm kind of confused myself there. Oh, interesting. We are now the Enforcer. Omegamon Zwart D. We're not Alter B, we are simply Zwart D. But it's good enough. So what type are you now? Probably mechanical. Yeah, mechanical type. So your move pool has definitely changed. You can have that. Venom Disaster. A hide and seek. We are powerful. We will destroy all who cross our path. Except for the people we like. And the Digimon we like. Okay, what was that? What is that? Oh. Looks like a freaking oh, what is that part of a computer called? Actually, by the way, I'm gonna zoom in on that poster in editing if I were to just see if I can make out if it says anything on it. What is it called? I haven't had a PC since, well, ever. And the family had a PC back in the day, but that was a long time ago. Okay, Omegamon was his name. But I forget what that thing is called. You know what I mean, though, right? Let's go kick some more ass. You know, the stupid thing is, even with all this, you know, I'll have to wait another generation to complete this anyway, because there's that one challenge that requires a field type. Great wings to the skies, time for the great aerial battle. Susanoomon can't fly though. Examon, Phoenixmon, and Cherubimon. Examon was another one I could have potentially gotten. And that one would have made more sense. Really. I wonder what Digimon my Digimon would cost if they give me the opportunity. And they're making short work of these guys. And Cherubimon didn't stand a chance, he was just all good. Phoenixmon's also getting wrecked. Might not even need to use any items. Ah, you're inflicting with shit. Actually, I don't have anything like that. Ow. And down they go. Celestial Blade. wasn't much of a blade, it was more like a freaking ridiculous looking crossbow that's been combined with an engine or something. It's like, I've repurposed the lawnmower, I have turned it into a supreme cannon transcendent sword. By that I mean, that was a totally unrelated finishing move. I meant to run for it. I turned it into a weapon. You guys. I'll never. Well, obviously I can't clear them all. Build type ones. I wonder if I can clear them all in this part. Yeah. Jesus Christ, look how tall he is, man. Why has he got an eye on his chest? I mean, does the eye actually work? Look how creepy the Omegamon and Cherubimon arms there are. It's like, yes, this is the virus version of Omegamon. Hell, even Susanoomon looks short compared to him. Ultimate Wolf, have you seen a vision in the moonlight? There we got Cherubimon Black. I think that's Omegamon. And we got regular old metal. Now pay attention now. Getting their ass. Oh shit. That's what happened to me when I was, training off screen. I wasn't paying too much attention. I killed him on PM just after he destroyed my Digimon. I was too late to stop. These guys are pretty tough. Lawnmower crossbow combo. Oh shit. You've turned into a sprite. You're still a sprite. Oh shit. Stop being a sprite this instant. Ow. Supreme transform. At least that one kind of combines using the sword, but also using the hammer. Ow, that really hurts. Oh shit. Oh double shit. Gotta run out of these soon. Shit. Take it easy now. Ow. Fell on his ass. Oh, not again. Oh god, one comes back from Sprite and the other goes in.
やっていいぞ。早く起きて。
That status is called Dot or something like that.
大丈夫だ。
So maybe it's the same thing.
早く起きて。
I just call it Sprite because it's basically two sprites.
これでなんとか。
Not the three. That'd be extra.
伸ばす。よし。
Don't think they'd be allowed to do that. It's like copyrights. I don't think we're gonna win this one. We're gonna run out of time.
よく見ていこう。
Ow.
立つんだ。よしよし。耐えろ。
We're too slow.
よしよし。
Come on, one more. And we ran out of time. Typical. This is where we need items, you know? I think that'll do for this part though. It's relatively short usually compared to the usual parts. But let us get the rewards from our battles. Wait. This looks different. So I don't remember looking like this. Must have been from the upgrade and I didn't bother to check. Oh, now you're selling rotten melons as well. Those are the items that boost lifespan, isn't it? But I am after... Oh god, it would take me forever to pick up all of this. Also, you know, when I was in the Dimensions I kept running into Susanoomon. Was that the guy's name? The Digimon's name? Let me check. Where is he? Yeah, Susanoomon. He always seems to pop up in the Dimensions, and because, you know, my tamer rank is maxed out, as I said before, once you tame, because he gives you tamer points when you encounter him, but after you've maxed it out, he will give you the luck coin point things that you can use to spend at the arena. And on top of running into him, like, seemingly every time, he was consistently there, you know, where all the mega levels hang out. Now let's actually list them, shall I? I encountered All-Force Digimon at least once. He gave a boost to speed and I think MP, I can't remember. And Susanoomon is a mid-boss and he's been on my Omegamon. I also got free money from Lilithmon because of the, you know, visiting the Dimensions a set amount of times. She will reward you with like 10,000 bits. Also got Beelzemon's evolution item because if you defeat all of the Demon Lord Digimon in the dimensional districts in a day, he will give you an evolution item. Cherubimon is obviously a boss in one of those, as is Lucimon SM. Levimon, as I already mentioned, was a mid-boss. Counter Crusadermon a few times, he, whatever the hell they want to refer to it as, because they're always changing the sex of the characters and half the time they're inconsistent. Heck, Digimon Survive, right? It's like they were referring to, I think it was Labramon, which is one of the partner Digimon, and sometimes they refer to Labramon as a he, and other times as a she. And the person voice acting him was clearly a woman, so he just kind of assumed female. Some refer to him as, you know, male. And I think the same was the case with Floramon as well, which is another partner. It's like he'd be like, oh he, and then he'd be like, she. It's just like, can't we have something consistent here? It's a bit confusing. But anyways, they take time because like the time you get in the dimension is limited. So Crusadermon will take some of that time off from the timer, so you get less time to, you know, get through it. But in return, expands your Digimon's lifespan. Cherubimon is a final boss in one of those. I actually fought, I'm not sure I fought Metal Cedron, might be, and Grand Koagamon. Because you know there are Digimon that hang out there that are just there to fight. I think I encountered Cherubimon. I think he gives you some stat boost. I think probably stamina and maybe something else. Colosseum gives you chips. Gankumon just boosts your Digimon's mood and bombs. Examon steals your money and gives you time. Barbamon's a mid-boss. Well, Belfmon SM isn't actually there, it's different form as main boss fights. I encountered Chaos Galmon a few times because he's one of those random Digimon that hangs out. He's not officially a member of the city, but he's there. And he wouldn't leave me alone when I was like trying to get to the boss at the end, so I kicked his ass and got some stats for it. Diaboramon's a mid-boss. I'm not sure if I encountered Alphamon. Can't remember what they give. Mastermon gives you time but takes away all your Digimon's HP and possibly MP as well. Drops it down to 1. Dynasmon I think might give you stat boost, I can't remember. Leopardmon I didn't actually encounter, but he does give money. Impildimon DM's a mid-boss. Jessmon. I encountered him a few times. What did he do? I think he might have increased lifespan, or no, actually I think he just increases the time you haven't been mentioned. Elfmon RM is a main boss. Impildimon PM is a main boss. Impildimon FM occasionally hangs out in the mention just because I think he uses some stats, as does Omegamon. Armageddonmon's one of the bosses. And Chaosmon also gives you items. Let me have a look at this first. In Eastern traditions, it is the god of destruction that governs regeneration. Creator of the new system. Fascinating stuff. How does that make it an air type though, is the question. A malfunction in this Digimon's internal virus and vaccine program has impacted its physical and mental states. So it's kind of going through its goth phase. Just Omegamon Zwart D is Omegamon's goth brother that he doesn't like to talk about. It's just like he doesn't fit in with the Royal Knights. He's a bit too, you know, dark and edgy. I mean, actually, which member of the Royal Knights would be seen as dark and edgy? I don't know, honestly. Maybe Leopardmon? I don't know. Well, anyways, that'll do for this part. Let's actually save. We've cleared a good few challenges. And the next part, I will, you know, stock up on some more supplies so that we can get through more challenges. And hopefully we'll get through all the challenges. And I'm going to save again just to be sure. Oh yeah, it's nearly midnight. So, see you next time, viewers. See you next time.